Everyone is talking about the movie Obsession, what the movie means, who the real villain is, and how the curse works. But no one is talking about how Bear could have got himself out of this situation in so many ways. So today I'm talking about what I would have done if I was in Bear's shoes and how I would undo the wish. Also, major spoilers ahead. Obviously, don't click on these videos if you don't want spoilers. Okay, so really quickly, in case you haven't seen the movie or you somehow never heard about it, okay? Obsession follows Bear, a young guy in his 20s who's in love with his coworker and female friend Nikki. Bear's too chicken to tell Nikki how he really feels about her, so he ends up wishing that Nikki would love him more than anyone in the world. But little did he know that the little magic wish toy he used was actually real and had magic, and it made Nikki be unnaturally in love with him. No, against her will. Eventually, Bear tries to kill himself to end the wish curse, but even then he almost chickens out. And then because he's dead, Nikki snaps out of it and is free. But not really because of, all the carnage around her. Anyway, I was watching this and really enjoyed this movie, by the way. Compliments to the director and actors. But I just kept thinking that Bear missed an obvious way to undo the wish, and it was under his nose. He even mentions it in the movie. So here are some ways that I would have undone the wish that Bear made. Option 1. Okay, first of all, assuming I was a big chicken like Bear and couldn't tell my crush my feelings and ended up in the same situation as him, I know one way I would have definitely undid the wish, or at least tried. So in the movie, when obsessing Nikki is sleeping, the real Nikki talks to Bear for a moment and pleads for him to end things. And then later, when Bear meets Sarah in the car, he mentions having sleeping pills in his pocket. And I thought, oh, surely Bear will be smart and he'll use these sleeping pills on Nikki so that she falls asleep. And then when she's sleeping, he can talk to the real Nikki, the non-possessy one, and ask her to wish that Bear never made the wish in the first place. But he didn't do that. He even went to the bathroom cabinet and saw different medications and just took his grandmother's pain pills or whatever they were. He didn't see the pills and go, wait a minute, pills? That sounds familiar, like the pills in my pocket. Nope, he didn't do that. And I know some of you are thinking, but how can the real Nikki snap the Willow toy and make the wish if she's asleep? It seems like she can only talk in her sleep. Well, Shayna over here would put the Willow in Nikki's hands, have her say the wish, and then move Nikki's hands for her so Nikki breaks it. So technically Nikki is the one, holding it and breaking it. Now you might be thinking, Shayna, I get it, but what if the Willow doesn't work that way? What if it considers it cheating if you move her hands to break it and it doesn't count? Well, first off, Bear's the one that mentioned the sleeping pills in the first place, so I'm just saying he should have at least tried it, if not to just, save Sarah's life. Secondly, there's another option I would have done anyway. Option 2. So Bear just needed someone to wish that the wish never happened, right? And everyone only gets one wish, right? Well, instead of asking his creepy, selfish, backstabbing friend for help, he literally could have gone to any stranger with his phone out and said, "Excuse me, I'm making a little video for the internet. Can you help me?" And if the person said yes, he could have been like, "Hey, have you ever made a wish on one of these before?" And if they said no, he could have been like, "For my video, can you please wish that I had never made my wish and then break it? I will give you $100 if you make this wish. I'll pay you after you do it." Blam, there you go. Now, do we know what would have happened if someone had wished that Bear had never made the wish? Would we go back in time to when Bear was in the car before he made the wish, and he doesn't do it because he remembers everything? Would the person we just offered $100 to undo the wish still get paid? Well, that one probably not, because the whole scenario would, cease to exist. But it definitely would have been worth trying the option, right? Remember Sarah, how we should save her life? Bear, you're in your 20s. You're telling me social media didn't cross your mind as a way to try to solve this? We saw you scrolling on Instagram looking at Nikki. You use socials. Also, how funny of an ending would it have been if they found a way to, ironically, he undoes the wish, it brings him back to the beginning of the movie when he's in the car, and instead of making the wish, he gives the Willow to Nikki, and then, I don't know, she wishes for something crazy like, "Oh, I wish Bear had someone else that loved him," and now he has a new obsessive girlfriend or something. I don't know. Seriously, though, she probably would have just, wished to be a writer, leave town. Finally, if Shayna was in this position, Shayna would have just, I don't know, sucked it up and shared my feelings from the beginning. Nikki seems cool, and if she doesn't like you back, oh well. Come on, Bear, you're not 16, you're like 20. Or at least 19. Actually, hold on, how old are you? Yeah, at least they're old enough to drink. Live up to your name, Bear. But I guess that's not what the movie was about, and that's okay. So tell me, did you enjoy this movie? I really liked it. And what would you have done to undo the wish? Would you have tried what Shayna would have done, or did you have a different idea entirely? Let me know in the comments. But only nice comments, okay? Leave nice comments for Shayna. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. I'm working very hard and I need your help. Okay, thank you, bye.